All right, number 2 on the list is the game. That is Michigan is at Ohio State this season, 2024. This follows not just a third straight loss for Ohio State to Michigan, not just a third straight year where that loss has led to you not playing in the Big Ten championship. It's getting to where we're counting things against Ryan Day, and I don't like it. So Ryan Day has lost 8 games, right? One of those Cotton Bowl to Missouri. Okay? 3 of those are in Michigan. It's also that Ohio State has not won the Big Ten title since 2019, right? Think about that for just a second. Justin Fields was at quarterback. The last time that 2020, right? The last time that they won a Big Ten title, 2020, and then basically had a chance to play for the national championship, right? Now we're getting into this thing where Michigan is going to show up like Ohio State did in 2015 and say, hey, how's it feel to know that you're playing the reigning national champions in a rivalry where you hate everybody, right? Like that's one of the things I respect so much about the game is it absolutely matters. And there are people that not just pick sides, but I'll tell you a story. I have had work done on my home basically since the season ended because that's the time when I can do this. And I was putting out some bids or asking for bids on some projects around the house. I kid you not, in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I had a fella tell me that he was ready to bid until he learned what I do and what the show is about. And he said, I'm an Ohio State fan. And I remember you thought that we weren't good in 2021 because we lost to Oregon. Dog, what? That's how they feel about this in Ohio State, Michigan. And now you got Michigan folks talking about Michigan men everywhere they go, talking about who is a Michigan man and who is not. And they get to hold their heads up high, but their noses are going to be a little bit higher in the air. And Ohio State is just going to have to eat this all year long. Because it's one thing to lose the game. It's another thing to lose the game in a year in which Michigan goes undefeated, wins the national championship. I don't know that you're going to be able to live with that for very long if you are Ryan Day, because they will just get tired of it, even though you have this remarkable record of 56-8 since you decided to be the head coach at the Ohio State University. My prediction, though, I think that the winner of the game will be a national semifinalist. One, it's been true basically going back to 2019. Right? And even 2020, when they didn't play the game, Ohio State still found a way to get there. We're also talking about in a 4-team playoff, we still thought that Ohio State was one of the 4 best teams in the sport after a loss to Michigan. Like Michigan and Ohio State are 2 teams that have not just a national brand, but they have everybody's respect, right? People believe that they are good unless you somehow root for Alabama and you lost to Texas by 10 points at home, then maybe you're going to go, I don't know if they're that good, right? I would have been interested to find out if we put in an Ohio State that lost to Michigan, provided it went that way, right? If we were in this matchup, or an Alabama that lost to Texas. Like I would be interested, because then perhaps we could get Michigan, Ohio State in the national semifinal anyway. But I think that game is going to just get larger in significance, not smaller because of the playoff, right? We're going to see national titles come out of the Big Ten, national titles come out of the SEC, and oddly the ACC, Big 12 from time to time, but Ohio State and Michigan are always going to figure into what we think are the best teams in college football. If you like what you've seen, consider subscribing to the #1 college football show on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcast.